radioactive dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity, the continuity of opportunity for stacking bands, opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Chicago Bears.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Bears had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Levis on 3rd down.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Walker with a grab, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back. I
love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
To throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 27-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Levis.
Looking for his tight end on the clearance, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Levis.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Dameon Pierce.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, They should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Levis. And he is caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Levis sets up to throw here. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Devontae Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Odafe Oweh. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 15. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 11. 46 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. This 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Levis out of the shotgun now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Levis to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. Sly able to put this one through. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, 4th down. Levis work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Here's Levis.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the Bills' 41-yard line.
2nd and 5. Levis back to throw.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
They'll throw it again with Levis.
Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Levis looking to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Slot able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
Dropped it, and that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to the...
There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He's got Mason complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He finds his man complete. It's Mason. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Taken in at the 11. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, our coaches talked about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
And it's a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Muscles him off. Breaks free again. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
19 yards. First down, Bills.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You just expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And shedding through the tackle. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.